We have three soil pans. These soil pans or trays has the same soil type and it has the same slope and the same amount of water. But we will see the effects of different management on these soil. So the first soil that we have here is a bare soil. It doesn't have any mulch or any management strategy for erosion control. And you can see we have created a very good channels or rails due to the erosive activity of the water. And you can see the water gets, the sediments or deposits in the bottom of that bucket. So that's all of the soils that we eroded from the soil will be collected in that bucket there. This is the second pane, and the same soil that we saw in the first one, we just added the bark mulch or residues, and you can see the erosion is much reduced as compared to the first one. So the water seems more clear than what we had in the first one. So there is still sediments from the soil that's we have the erosion. The erosion is much reduced by just adding some physical objects, and particularly the mulch here. This is the third soil pan. Again, the same soil type, same velocity of water, but this time we add the strip cropping. So we see that by adding the strip cropping, we protected soil way better, and we have less soil erosion. As you can see, less sediments in the bucket down there. So that's how these three managements will impact soil erosion. So the first one was bare and nothing was there, greater erosion. And the second one, just by adding a bark mulch, we reduced soil erosion, but strip cropping did a great job by reducing most of the erosion here. Here we would like to demonstrate the impacts of soil texture and soil erosion. So we are assuming that we have the same amount of rainfall in all of these three soil texture. We have silt, we have loam, and we have sand, three different textures. As you can see in the flasks in the which collects the erosion materials or sediments, these are the silt, and the loam has more sediments collected, and then we have sand that the water is more clear. So this is telling us that sand is hard to be or requires more energy to be carried, so because of its larger particle size, so therefore it is less erosive. It's the medium-sized texture, which is silt and loam in this case, that they are more erosive, and that's why we see this. This visualization help you with the impacts of raindrop or the intensity of raindrop on the soil. So as you can see, the rain is dropping, and then it hits the soil, and then that will cause like the splash erosion. So the particles will be thrown away, and then they will be dislodged, and they will be settled down in another area. And some of the particles will be landing somewhere far away, so from its original place. So that's how the impacts of raindrops are on the soil, with the high intensity of rain, and then the larger the rain drops are, and they will have more severe impact on the soil.